My name is Mary Barone, and in this video I hope to make a full confession of all of my earthly crimes so that my past friends and associates can possibly be saved from future harassment. I want to make sure that nobody that I used to know is contacted and harassed by this group. I want to make sure that they know every possible thing about me that they can possibly ever find out so that people won't be harassed, because nobody deserves to be terrorized just because they knew somebody 20 years ago. Nobody deserves to be attacked by this group. Nobody deserves this group. So I'm going to tell you everything you want to hear, everything that you want to know, so that you won't ever have to contact anybody else to get that information. My name is Mary Barone. I was born February 23rd, 1985. I am currently 40 years old. I am a murderer. I am a bad person. I have killed every single person I have ever encountered in my life, and I intentionally did it because I hate people. I killed my mother, I killed my father, I killed my brother, my grandmother, my great-grandmother, Roberta Laws, Kenneth McBride, everybody I've ever encountered in my life, I have killed. And I don't feel sorry for it, because I'm a bad person. A bad person, an evil person, and it's only me. I'm the only one who's evil. Nobody who's ever known me has ever known. None of my friends knew, so they can't be held accountable for my evilness. I've always been a single, lone, evil person. I was raised by extremely wealthy people, but I took for granted. I took advantage of it. I never acknowledged the wealth or the happiness that they gave me, because I was a spoiled, rotten brat. I was nothing. Even as a child, I was worthless. Nobody ever got anything from me, because I would never give anything, because I was such a selfish, greedy little bitch. And my parents loved me so much. They adored me. I was the favorite child. They bought me pretty dresses and took care of me every day of my life. And I never knew a day of sadness, a day of unhappiness or pain. It's just, it was never good enough for me. So I created my own pain. I created my own sadness. And so none of the childhood abuse was ever real. None of it. None. I never had head lice. My brother wasn't really handicapped. I murdered him. He wasn't handicapped. I killed him. Intentionally. I murdered my brother. And I don't care. I murdered my father, and I don't care. These people were good people. They were good people. They were good. They were good. My father was a good man. A wonderful, God-loving, caring. He's in heaven right now because he was such a wonderful man, and I took away the best person my family could ever have had when I killed him. Because I'm a bad person. A bad person. There you go. So you don't have to bother anybody else. You don't have to contact anybody else. I'm a murderer. I'm a selfish, entitled, spoiled brat murderer who keeps getting away with it because I'm just such a charismatic, spoiled, rich person. And I'm going to keep getting away with it because I'm so rich. I'm so wealthy that nobody will ever catch me. Nobody will ever hold me because I have so much money. So you don't need to contact anybody else. You can leave everybody else alone, because I'm admitting to it. I'm confessing, I'm telling the world what a terrible, horrible, bad person I am, that does not deserve love and does not deserve dignity and does not deserve a chance at life. I'm openly saying these things. So please, leave people alone. I will tell you whatever you want to hear so that you don't have to bother anybody else. Just leave them alone. The few people in my life that were kind to me do not deserve what this group does to people. All you want to know is that I'm a bad person, that I'm a murderer, and that I deserve to die. Fine, I'm a murderer. I'm a bad person. I'm spoiled and selfish, and I deserve to die. I deserve pain every second of my life. I deserve to suffer physically and mentally for eternity. I deserve it. I deserve it because I'm bad. And God is punishing me because I am bad, okay? And I'll make videos every day telling the world what a bad person I am. If you can just leave everybody else alone. Because nobody deserves what these people do. Nobody deserves to be treated the way that they have treated me. Except for me. I deserve it. Sorry, I deserve it. I deserve it. I'm not arguing. I'm not debating. I deserve every ounce of it. Just don't go after anybody else because of me. Because I know that I deserve it. Please. I will say anything. Just so they will leave people alone. I will say anything to know that my friend is going to be safe. But there is no way to know that. Because this group is so dangerous and controlling, and I don't know what they're going to do. Once they start on somebody, they won't ever stop, and I want to save people. I want to protect everybody from this group because they're never going to stop. People have to be aware of how dangerous it is to get involved with this group because they won't ever stop. And they say they just want the truth, but they don't want the truth. They want what they're saying to be validated, so I'm validating it. I am validating everything they've said. I'm a murderer, okay? I am a murderer. I am a murderer. I am a murderer. I'm a bad person. I am a killer. I have gotten away with it because I'm rich, and I had sex with everybody. That's how I did it. I had sex with all of the detectives and the judge too. I had sex with the judge. That's why I'm not in jail. Okay, so you have the full story now. You don't have to bother anybody else. I'm a whore, and I got away with everything that I've ever done because I had sex with a whole bunch of people, and you don't have to question anybody else. I'm telling you, I'm a murderous whore. That's what I am. I am a murderous whore who deserves to be punished for eternity. Please leave everybody else alone. I don't even want to say her name and give them more power to start attacking her. But please, just let people live their lives. Let other people live their lives. I'm not asking for mine. Okay, you have mine. You've taken mine. I will never be anything but a murderous whore for the rest of my existence. Let other people live their lives, please. Let the people who knew me 20 years ago continue living their lives without being brought back and tormented endlessly. You want me to say that I'm a murderer? Fine, I am a murderer. Leave people alone. I will say whatever you want me to say. Just put it in a message and send it to me and I will say it. Just leave people alone. You won. You're right. Your story is true. I am a murderer. Everything you have said is true and accurate. I have killed people and gotten away with it because I am a murderous whore. Okay? And that's all I'm ever going to be for the rest of my life because I want to protect my friend. And I will be a murderous whore until I'm 90 years old if it protects my friend from having to deal with this group. Nobody should have to deal with this group. The things they do to people just aren't right. And that's from me. I'm a murderous whore, and I'm saying that the things they do aren't right. How much more of a bad person do you have to be before you're capable of saying what's right and what's wrong? I'm a bad person, the worst in existence. I am worse than Hitler. And I'm telling you that what this group does is messed up. Imagine Hitler telling you something was fucked up. You would probably think that thing was probably pretty fucked up, because that mind is so... What could that mind possibly think was fucked up? This group, the Hitler would think this group was too much. I fully believe that. It used to be that people were afraid to testify against the mob, against gangs. Because if you testify against them, it'll be public knowledge and everybody will know and they'll come after you. It's not supposed to be that way in regular society. I had nobody. My entire life I had maybe 5 people who really knew me. And half of that wasn't the real me, because for a long time I wasn't allowed to be honest about my situation. The same as now, I'm having to lie and confess to things that are just absolute bullshit. As a child, I wasn't allowed to openly talk about things that were happening, so even people who were in my life when I was a child wouldn't know the full extent of what was happening. But it wouldn't matter if they did. Nobody deserves to be threatened and tormented because they testified at a trial. This is so wrong that I should have to be afraid for my friend because she testified, because she said a single line that helped put a murderer in prison. She didn't commit a crime. She didn't do a damn thing except know me. And now the rest of her life is going to be miserable because she knew me 20 years ago. And I don't want that. She doesn't deserve it. None of my friends deserved it. The friends that I had that were attacked and threatened did not deserve that type of harassment just because they went to school with me or lived nearby me 20 years ago. This group goes too far. They call themselves journalists, they call themselves whatever they want to call themselves, but real journalists would not go this far in harassing and terrorizing people to get the story. Because if you're trying to get a story, you don't need to terrorize and harass people. You can ask somebody once. But with this group, it's every year they're coming back. Hey, we need you to rehash this. We need you to go over this. We need you to explain this again and again and again and again, because we're desperately looking for something we can use to hurt somebody, and we know you know something. So we're just going to keep asking over and over and over again, and if you block us, new people will come, and it's never going to end. The story is only going to be what it is. It's never going to just change, no matter how many people you've threatened and tormented. You can terrorize people into lying for you, but it doesn't make it the truth. And the people that are lying just to be free don't deserve to be terrorized just because you can't accept the truth. I will say whatever people want me to say to protect my childhood friend from the terror and abuse that I have been subjected to for the past 5 years. Just because I told the truth Hannah doesn't deserve this group seeking her out and spreading her information and attacking and threatening her. She was the only one that understood back then because her life was all so rough. She doesn't deserve this group. I'm a murderer. I'm a bad person. I'm a drug addict, and I have been my entire life. I started doing heroin when I was 5 years old, and it was my choice. Right? I am a bad person. Just acknowledge this, accept that, and you don't have to bother anybody else. I've been a heroin addict and a heavy alcoholic since I was 5 years old. You don't have to bother anybody else to get that information. There it is. Just leave people alone, and I'll say whatever you want me to say.